And welcome back to Real Chill Conversations. I think I kind of hear the echo again. I'm sorry, you all. Welcome back to Real Chill Conversations. We are keeping it real and funny today, okay? It's been a lot going on. I know it's a lot of things going on around the world. Don't think we don't see it. We see it. Um, and also with our health too. I know I wasn't feeling all the way good last week, and coming into this week, I'm now recovering from the flu. So I am feeling a lot better than I did when I first started. So hopefully that will go away here soon in a couple more days. And also Brenda is not up to her best, but we're here today. That's important. We are here, and we are talking about stuff people be thinking about but scared to admit. And we're human, right? And a little laugh ain't gonna kill nobody, right? So that is what we just gonna have fun today and vibe. We're gonna try to laugh our ass off at our own bad decisions and crazy decisions that we make sometimes. Let's just be honest. And of course, let's get this started. Brenna, you still here with me?
Of course, I'm here. Just wanted to make sure there was no echoing going on in the background. Welcome, everybody, to another episode. We are going to have fun with this. Even despite how we're feeling, we did want to bring you something fun. And we just want to, like Dominique said, we are definitely aware of all the different things that are going on in the world. And we just want to be a distraction from that for right now. I think we're pretty much on top of those topics and having those conversations with you all, but it gets to be a bit much, and instead of bringing the situation down, we just wanted to switch it up a little bit, and like she said, have some laughter and some fun, bring that to the table. And I just wanted to share just briefly, I'm glad that we're doing something fun. My husband shared with me a story about a coworker, one of his coworkers who is from Africa, but is working here. Her and her husband, they had an anniversary the end of February, and they went to take an anniversary trip to Dubai. She was gone for 10 days. My husband had reached out to her because his leadership had said, check on your coworkers. People, people are traveling and taking trips and things like that. He reached out to her on March 6th. She responded on March 9th and was like, you won't believe what has happened. So the long and short of it all is that they took off. They departed for Dubai. After they landed and arrived in Dubai, there was a bombing at the airport.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they were basically stuck, over there, and, she made it back. She was able to fly back, and like I said, she got back about a week and a half ago. Her husband had still not made it. He wasn't able to get on the same flight as her, and there's still issues. So I know that, they have mentioned that there is a travel advisory. They haven't placed a travel ban, but there is a travel advisory. So I would just advise you all just to be safe and to be cautious, because you never know what could happen. I mean, you think like, oh, okay, there's nothing going on in Dubai. Dubai is a good place to go. That's a nice place. You'd want to go for your anniversary to celebrate. But, the trauma and the nightmare that this person had to go through, I really felt for her. And it's something, you'd never think that would happen. So just be careful, just be safe. And like Dominique said, today we're going to have fun and just kind of distract ourselves from all the horrible things that are taking place in the world, and it may be impacting someone close to you that you know, a friend, a coworker, a neighbor, anybody.
Absolutely. I'm so sorry she had to go through that. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's just so much going around, Lord. It's just like we just need to stay prayed up and basically just pray
And
for
stay
others
put.
that just,
We need to stay prayed up and
yeah,
stay put. We did not
stay
go anywhere.
stay prayed up, stay put, and just be careful because it's so much going on. It's like we never know. And I have a topic that I want to do, but we gonna save that for another day. Um, okay, yeah, let's get back to our topic for today, and I'll go first. Red flags that we ignore, that I ignored. Okay, I'm gonna say I. I'm gonna say I. In a relationship, my phone was dead. Why you didn't answer your phone? My phone is dead. Your phone is dead all the time. Coming home late at night. And I'm gonna say this third one, shaving. Man, why do men shave?
Shave what?
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, let's start with this laugh because I want to know. I want to know. What are red flags you have ignored in a relationship, Brenna? I'm talking about in general.
In general, okay. When I've let somebody when I'm in a relationship, I let somebody use my car, like, while I'm at work or whatever. They drop me off at work. They know what time I get off. They know what time to come pick me up. And they come up with the reason, "Oh, I got lost in the game. I forgot about the time. I fell asleep. I
Oh,
overslept." All these different reasons for being late, picking me up. Meanwhile, I'm finding like glitter and earrings and all kinds of stuff, in my
oh my
cars.
goodness.
Yeah. So,
And
that's not cute.
And the wild thing is, the whole time we probably had this big feeling inside of us that you just knew something wasn't right, but you kept ignoring it.
I knew something wasn't right because I knew how the seat was because I got dropped off. So I was in the passenger seat. I knew how I had the passenger seat, and the passenger seat was different when I got picked up. So I was like, and what happened
Right.
again? And and it happened on multiple occasions, and it was multiple, reasons and excuses. But it was after I did like a deep dive into my car. I was like, I'm gonna, take my car for a wash, and I'm gonna go detail it and whatever. And I just started, finding things and whatnot. And I was like, oh my gosh, this person thinks I'm a fool, and I'm a fool if I keep on letting it happen. So there will be no more
Wait,
using my car.
was that person very attractive?
I thought so.
But I was like, sometimes we be like, oh, they fine though. And we like to like try to ignore those red flags. But damn, to me, I'm gonna just be honest. It wasn't the looks for me in general. Because I'm not big on looks. I'm just not that girl. Well, that woman, not a girl no more, but I'm not that woman anymore. Like, looks for me, it's a it's it's a it's a good thing, but it's not so much of what I worry about. It was more of my feelings for him. And I'm not gonna lie, the sex.
Well, that's always a good reason. But with this situation, it really, I mean, yeah, I thought he was attractive and I thought he was fine and all, but I also really liked the fact that he like went out of his way to like pursue me. So I felt like, I was unique and special and I was chosen. I
Oh,
was like, he wanted to
yes.
be with me. So because of that, that I think is what made me overlook anything even more than how he looked because I had seen him before. I had seen him around or whatever, and I spoke and said hi or whatever. But I never in my mind thought that that was somebody that I would get together with and date, let alone, wind up in a relationship with. So it definitely wasn't just
Exactly.
like, oh, he looks good. It was the fact that he went out of his way to like pursue me that I was
What
like,
is that
oh,
word called again?
when someone pursues you,
Yeah, it's a word for that.
I don't know. I
I'll
can't
think
think of
about
it.
it.
Yeah.
Love bombing you. Was he love bombing you?
Yes, he was. He
Yeah.
was. I was definitely getting love bombed. I was getting love bombed, and then I was being gaslit, and this is all before I became hip to what all that stuff was and even knew what was going on. I was young and dumb at the time. I had no idea. I had no idea what was happening. It was just
And
all
you
a big blur, and I was caught up in the was Anita Baker. I was caught up in the rapture of love.
and the rapture of love.
Yep.
You know what? That's so funny because I've been there too. And you know what's crazy? I made up names for his behaviors. Like sometimes I called it, oh, it's just complicated right now. We're going through things. He's going through something. I'm going through something. Or he's just um what else? What other excuse have I made up? Anyways, in reality, he was just taking me through there, baby. He was just taking me through there, and you know, I know there's a song, "Take Me Through There, Take Me Through There." I like the song, but I don't take it literal because I don't want nobody to take me through there. Um, yeah. So now let's switch it up. Oh, wait. Do you have a question? Do you have one of your questions? Sorry, Brenna.
Yes, I do have a
Oh, okay.
question,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I
but I
thought you
wanted to
had dropped off.
no, I wanted to go back to your question of the word of what it is when someone is pursuing someone,
Mm-hmm.
and there's several of them. So, on the positive side, it could be called courtship, pursuit, wooing. It could also be called chasing, talking to someone, and then we get into stalking and harassment. So,
Mm.
those are some of the words.
Those are big ones.
Yeah, those are big ones. Those are some of the words. All right. So, my question to you is I'm going to ask you, what is the most embarrassing thing you ever did and when was it?
Most embarrassing thing.
Most embarrassing, the thing that makes you like to this day still cringe and be like, damn, why'd I do that?
Dang, I can't think of one. Give me an example. Give me an example, like in a relationship
Yeah, it could be in a relationship. I've certainly
or just in general.
It
Like,
could be in a relationship or in general, whichever one applies. I think for many of us it applies to doing embarrassing things in relationships, but in general could be applicable here too.
let's come back to that one
Okay.
because
All
I'm
right.
sure I have one. I just can't think of one right now.
All right.
You want to
All
do
right.
another one?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you believe that we can have more than one soulmate in life?
No.
One and only.
Yes, I think one. I think others might be like twin flame or something like in those lines. But as far as soulmate, I really do believe that you only get one. Because, okay, somebody made this post on Facebook the other day and it was like, can you love more than one person? And I did chime in into that conversation because I thought it was interesting. Now, we can love anybody. Are y'all listening? We can love anybody. You know, it's not um if you just have, especially if you're a person that you're deep rooted into love, there are many people that you can love. It doesn't have to be necessarily just one man or one woman, but as far as being in love, I feel like you can only be in love with one person. So it's like in a relationship, like when you have like multiple partners and you're not like just with one person. I feel like, yeah, a man could say, yeah, I love all of them the same, but because people do that nowadays. Let's talk about it, because they do that. Yeah, I mean, I don't do it personally, and I wouldn't participate in it. But you have those relationships where a man have multiple women or a woman have multiple men, and they do be like, "Oh, I love them all the same." That's not true. That's
Yeah,
not true.
I was never good at trying to date multiple people at the same time. Like I couldn't have a date on Monday and then meet up with somebody else on Tuesday, somebody else on Wednesday, meet up with my Monday date on Thursday. Like I could never do that. So, I mean, if I was seeing somebody, then I was seeing somebody. And I just myself, that was just me myself. I couldn't balance it. I mean, I attempted to, but it just didn't work for me. It just became too confusing, and I just felt like I wasn't being fair to the other person, because to me, from my perspective, like the whole point of like dating is really get to know someone. And how am I really putting in my
Exactly.
efforts to really get to know you if at the same time I'm entertaining getting to know somebody else?
Exactly.
That's just me. That's just
And
me.
I
That's
mean, it's not even the entertaining part for me, but it's just like it's just going to be always that one person that you love more. Because when it comes to the heart, I mean, there's going to be that one person who made you feel everything. And not only that, they're just going to be that one person that you just can't get over. And that's why I say, um, to me, you can only have one soulmate, and I don't care what nobody say. Like, I do care about your opinion, but I'm just saying, like, in my opinion, um, I was not saying that literal, but just in my opinion, you can only have one soulmate.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
If my phone could I mean, sorry, I do have this question for you. If your phone could expose you for 24 hours, what would it be?
Um, it would be a slew of pictures and videos of me being silly, me like singing and jamming to my favorite songs in the car, to and from work, pics and videos of my kids, my family, my furry children. Also, like, my algorithms on my social media is really, really wild. So if you were to start scrolling through my Instagram and my TikTok, you'd be like, what the what is this girl searching for? And believe me, I'd be like, damn, can I like unsee that video? I did not know how that got worked into my algorithm. But yes, there are lots of pics and videos. And then multiple messages. We have a family chat, and we all post in the family chat on a regular basis. Even like when we're all in the same house, we like text each other in the family chat. Hey, bring me this. Can you get me this? Hey, what's for dinner? Like, what are we doing? Like, where are you? Who's washing clothes? The washing machine just stopped. I mean, goofy thing. So yeah, it would be a hot mess of different things.
Well, you do have a very big place, so I can understand you doing that. I'm not gonna lie, y'all will see so much rated R stuff in mine, like screenshots of information I have researched. Probably that too. Boring to some. You'll just be scrolling and Google searches like why he acting distant but still watching me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I forgot about the Google searches and like the Chat GPT conversations. That's a whole nother woo. That's a whole nother situation. Me trying to diagnose medical symptoms, me trying to WebMD myself and figure out what's going on with my health. What does this mean? What is this?
What is this? What's does OOTP mean? In my notes app, oh Lord, like I got all my grocery lists in there. So
Yes.
like if you go to my notes app, like you'll see so much just because I promised myself that I wouldn't overspend when I go to the store anymore. Um so they're like you need to write it down. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
so
grocery
yes.
lists is grocery lists, Christmas lists, like things to do, errands to run, reminders to pick this up, things about appointments. I don't know why, but I put my appointments in my notes app, but also in my calendar. For some weird reason, I have it in two places, just in case. I don't know why, because
I
sometimes.
can't put in my notes because I promised I would never go back to look at it unless I have to go to the store.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. I'll check my notes and I'll be like, what do I have going on this week?
Girl,
Also my calendar.
I'm not gonna put it on there. I've had personal moments where I would write a whole paragraph, then say, fuck it, and let you have it. Like I would just sit there if I had moments where I've been upset, about something and I'll just sit there and write a whole paragraph and then I'll just erase it. Have you ever done that?
Absolutely. I write things
I
down all
thought
the
I was being
time.
childish.
No, I write things down all the time. And I'll be like, and then he said this and made me feel like this. And then, I mean, it's like, whoa, okay, calm down, relax. And then I'm like, all right, this is embarrassing. Let me delete
Oh,
this.
wait, going back to your embarrassed question.
Okay.
Oh, the most embarrassing thing that I've done is pulling up a location and actually going to it.
Mm.
And I'm gonna say it was embarrassing to me personally because I know the type of person that I am, and I don't really, like indulge in stuff like that. But in this
Mhm.
case, I just had to do it. It really
Mhm.
caught me off guard.
Mm. Wow.
I think
Okay.
another thing would be like, but this is stuff that a lot of people do, not just me. So y'all don't sit here and act like y'all angels, okay? Checking to see if he saw my story,
Yeah.
rereading messages like it's a love story or some shit. Like, I want to know what made you send that. I
Yeah.
want to know where your mind was. I want to know. Like, you need to tell me. So I'll just sit there and reread the shit like over and over again.
Trying to decipher it and put the whole story together. I get it.
And I guess another embarrassing thing that I do a lot, and I do this one a lot. Well, I would say things I do, but I would be embarrassed if someone caught me. Let me just say that. Okay. I'll be in the car like talking to myself. Like literally talking to myself. Cause I have
Oh,
conversations with me.
Whole conversations, yeah.
I have a whole conversation with me.
I think
And
everybody does that though.
sometimes I need to, because sometimes, like, life be lifing, y'all. And things can really like push you to the extreme. So you have to have conversation. I don't think personally people are crazy for having conversations with themselves. And the reason I say that is because it has been many times where I've had to check myself, and nobody has been there for me to actually talk to and say what I mean or express myself. So I immediately go into having a conversation with myself because I have to check me. I do it more for checking on me, checking on myself. Like, I
Yeah,
have to let myself know sometimes, girl, like, chill, you
I
know.
get it.
But on a real note though, we laughing, but sometimes we do have to go through little what the fuck moments to get to know yourself
I'm
better.
only laughing because it's so true. Like you
Yeah.
literally have to go through it
Yeah,
just
we
so you
have
can like, like get yourself shaken back into reality and be like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, let's like get it together. And you're like, okay, you got to get a reminder, a little gentle reminder of like who you are and what you're about. And you about
absolutely. And,
handling your
and
business.
and you could say now, you could say, I know, okay, I know myself better now. I know that triggers me. I know how I act like this. I know, when you do check yourself, it really does help you grow. It really do.
Absolutely.
Do you have another question?
Yes, I do.
I like these.
Okay. So when you were coming up and you were like, I don't know, I want to say like in middle school. I don't know if when you were coming up, you used to go to like middle school parties and like things like that. But did y'all ever get together and play these kissing games like 7 minutes in heaven, spin the bottle, or did you have an
Spin the
actual
bottle.
like first kiss outside of playing one of these games?
No, definitely my first kiss was not playing a game. My first kiss was a boy that he really liked me, and I really liked him. And we used to, like, crazy at this might sound, like, I used to do like little concerts where I used to dance.
Okay.
Um and these were personal concerts. So it was like my friends or whatever, they would be around and I would just start dancing and singing and stuff like that. And he would always come to my shows.
That's cute. And how old were you?
I was probably like, I want to say like 11 or 12.
Yeah, I was 12.
Oh my goodness. Like, I really thought I was an artist, y'all. And it was so funny because he was like, I really like you. Your personality is so outgoing, and he was just like I'm just so fun to be around. So he I really liked him too. And actually that was my first kiss. And we kissed. And we were like a little boyfriend and girlfriend for like, this was very innocent, y'all, by the way. Um, we were boyfriend and girlfriend, like, I want to say, like, for a while, like for a year.
Oh, wow. That is a while.
And we would just walk and talk and just pet kiss. It was nothing like a tongue kiss. It was none of that.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my first kiss.
Okay. All right, Miss Kissy Face. Yeah, I was 12 too.
Gypsy face.
Kissy Face. Yeah, little pecks here and little pecks there. I was 12, I remember, and there was this dude that was like he was like in 3 of my classes, and every weekend, I don't know how this was and how this even happened or how it came to be, but every weekend there would always be a party at somebody's house. Like somebody's parents were gone and they were fine with leaving the kids at home. I don't know back then. That was just what the parents did,
That
okay?
happened a lot.
So
It
we
looks
had
like that
always had
happened a lot.
yeah, so we always had these get-togethers and these parties, and it would be middle schoolers, it would be some high schoolers there. So, of course, there would be some kind of possible alcohol or some other things, available,
Hold on,
and
you were 12.
I was 12, yep.
Alcohol?
I was 12. I wasn't drinking then, like,
Allegedly.
I
Allegedly.
I wasn't drinking then. Now, I would admit it if I was then. I wasn't drinking then, but there was like I said, this kid that he was in like 3 of my classes, and I
How
had like
old
a
was
little
he?
he was my age. He was 12 too. This was 7th grade.
Oh, okay.
It was 7th grade, and we both went to this party. We didn't go together or anything like that. Like I didn't know he was going to be there. He didn't know I was going to be there. Like I didn't even have his phone number or anything like that. Like we just talked in school in our classes, and that was kind of like it. Or sometimes in the hallway and whatever. But I had a little crush,
Oh, that's
and he was
cute.
at the party, and like people were like going off, like into rooms, and people were getting together and they were playing like all these games, and he was just like, nah, nah, like I'm not really like I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do that. Da 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 da. And we were like talking. And then I remember he like pulled me. We went into the kitchen to to get something to drink, not alcohol or anything like that. It's like to get like a soda, I think, or something like that. And we went into the kitchen, and then he just like leaned in and kissed me, and I was like,
Caught you
oh
off guard.
my gosh.
Caught you off
So,
guard.
huh?
Did he catch you off guard?
He did. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting it, but then I was like, okay, this is happening. Let me, lean into it and kiss him back. And so for like the next, I want to say like 2 months, every time that we would like see each other at these parties, we'd always find a way to like go off somewhere just to have these make out sessions.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. But I was very innocent at the time and I didn't know very much about anything. So,
I used
that's
to sneak out the window just to give him a pet kiss.
oh my gosh.
That's
I
crazy.
didn't sneak out the window for that, but I snuck out the window for, to go link up with friends as somebody was having like a get together. We used to have a lot of bonfires and like go to a bonfire
Oh, that sounds like
or a
fun.
tailgate party. Yeah. But yeah.
I used to go to the beach.
Yep, we would do that too. We
Go
did
go at nighttime or
a
go to
lot. We spent a lot of time at the beach.
or sneak out the window to go to the club at 12.
Mhm.
Like, what club you going to, girl? But you know what? People actually thought I was older than what I was because of the way I used to dress. Like, I really like dress with like Daisy Dukes and stuff. Like, like I it was about that life in Miami. And in Miami, a lot of people dress like that just because it's so hot. People don't look at you crazy because you're semi dressed. Like you can dress like that in Miami.
I would imagine so, because I mean, I've been there before and it is crazy hot. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it's like,
too hot to put on
why
all
would
them
you like
clothes.
be having on all these clothes,
Yeah.
just for the sheer sake of sweating through
And
everything?
Brenna, now I dress like with long pants or I have a long sleeve shirt and stuff like that. And people still be like, girl, it's hot. But I be
Mhm.
like, girl, hot is Miami.
Right,
Like, that's hot.
right. That's hot.
Um, let's well, I did have this one. Unpopular opinions that should not be this serious. Do you know any unpopular opinions that should not be this serious?
Well, I think we've talked about this in previous episodes, like the unpopular opinion that a girl might be fast or easy based on how she's
Oh,
dressed.
that's a good
You
one.
know, like dressing sexy is does not mean that you are fast or you're easy or you're a hit it and quit it in one, after one night type of girl. That just doesn't mean that. So I think that's a very unpopular opinion.
I
And
like
it's
that
not that
one.
serious.
It is not that serious.
It's just an
It is
outfit.
so people will take stuff and make it the biggest deal in the world when they know it's not. They know it's not. Um, I'm gonna say another one. Just because someone is attractive doesn't mean they have a good heart.
Ding, 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 ding,
So
ding.
please stop acting shocked.
Right.
Say ding ding again. Where's
Ding,
my
ding,
bell?
ding, ding, ding. Yes,
Bring my bell out, honey.
people be so caught off guard. They'll be like, "But he was so fine though." And you're like, "And what that mean? That don't give him a pass to be an asshole."
Not everybody deserves access to you because they've known you for a long time. Sometimes, if people are and this is what I mean when I say this, when people mistreat you and that's all they're doing is mistreating you, but you've known them for a very long time, you need to let it go.
Ding, ding, ding. I think people have a
Yes,
hard time though with that. I think they feel like
you do.
they've invested so much time. They don't
Yeah.
wanna feel like that time was wasted, and so they don't wanna let it go. But it's like, "Girl or guy, go ahead and cut your ties now, like, cut your losses." Like, if you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in, do not spend another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years dealing with this nonsense. Like, cut your losses now, and maybe in a year or two, you can move on and be happily ever after with somebody else instead of being putting in time with this miserable ass person.
That sounds good. And my last one for this one, being real is not an excuse, okay, to be rude. Because some people like to say, "Oh, I just tell it like it is." No, you just don't know how to communicate without being disrespectful. There's a difference.
Absolutely. 100%. So true.
Oh, and no, this is not my last one. I did have one more. Closure is overrated. Sometimes closure is how they treated you. Let that sink in.
I think that I'm going to say this. I think that younger me thought that getting closure would end whatever grief or pain or heartache that I was experiencing. Like, if I could just get closure, I could put, a finale and put an end to it and just move on. But instead, there's some things that are just better left unsaid. You have to just realize and recognize the patterns of behavior and the actions that were taken towards you for you to understand and realize what you really meant to that person. And that no, you don't need to have a conversation about it.
Yes, that's true. I feel like I agree because I'm not gonna lie, there has been times where in my past relationships I did that was one of the things that I felt like I needed. I'm going to say that. I felt like I needed it, but did I need it? No, I didn't. I just felt like that.
Yeah.
Um, and sometimes, especially depending on the type of person that you are, for me, it was more to produce growth in that part of my life. Because see, I'm trying to grow in all parts of my life, not just one, but in everything, in every part that surrounds me, in every part that makes me be the woman that I am. Um, so I thought in order for me to climb to other ladder, to climb the ladder was to put things behind me that either hurt me or, and I'm not going to say anybody hurt me. I'm just saying the situation itself. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Um, put that to rest. So I felt like some things I wanted to dig back up just so it could be put to rest the right way. But then I was like, hold up. When the other person is not it's not reciprocating your energy and your growth right now, sometimes you just have to let that shit go. And it is what it is. You tried, it didn't work. Now move on. Still climb that ladder. Um, but like I went back to have the conversation. This is what I mean about, me having conversations with myself. I had to go revisit that with myself because there was something inside of me, obviously, that needed to be dealt with. Once I dealt with that, baby, I don't need that shit no more. I'm good.
Good for you.
And I'm good. I'm good. And I'm still gonna treat you the same way. I still got love for you. You know what I'm saying? You good with me, you know? But
Hmm.
I'm gonna move on now because I wanna climb that ladder. This is what growth really is seeing the things that didn't work and still being able to say, I'm good. I'm still going to remain to be the same good person, good heart person that I am, and I'm going to move on. Nobody is going to, be able to change that about me. Um, but let's line it back up. You have another question? Let's line it back up
All right.
before y'all eat me through the screen.
So this one, it brought me back to a certain situation that I experienced. Um, and it was during an intimate moment. And I wound up with an injury.
You woke up with what?
No, I said I wound up with an injury.
Oh no, okay.
Yes. So my question is, have you ever been injured during an intimate moment? Whether I don't want to say it was intentional. I mean, this was purely just sheer circumstance and purely an accident, but I still wound up injured.
Yes, well, not like very bad it was not a very bad injury, but it was like, okay, we were getting into it and then like we bumped heads. He bumped into my head, so gave me a little concussion there for a little second, but I was like, hold up, slow down, baby.
Well, I got pushed off the bed and landed on the floor, and I think I also wound up with a concussion
Pushed off the bed.
in a sprained neck. Yes,
Oh my goodness. Who pushed you?
yes,
I ain't gonna say that. Don't say no names. Oh my
yes.
gosh.
Yep.
Not you getting pushed off the bed.
Off the bed and on the floor, and then it was just an ow, and then we both burst out laughing.
Oh, okay.
Then we laugh about it to this day, so
That was funny.
yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how did you get pushed off the bed.
Listen, I know because I think it was like at a time when I think I had these like satin sheets off the bed and they were really like silky and just the way that we were already kind of like on like the edge. And I guess it was just one move too many. And then off I was and just boom on the floor.
Oh
And then it
my
was like,
goodness.
damn, are you okay? And I was like, ow.
I lo- I love this laugh, y'all, but don't be defensive about today. It's really okay to laugh at yourself sometimes. I mean, it be really just random thoughts, that made no sense at the time.
Like, no sense. Like, how did that even happen? I know you're like, "How did that even happen?" And I can't even explain to you the mechanics of how it happened, but the point is that it happened, and that's how I wound up in that position, and it was like, it was like, everything was going along, it was like, in a moment, like, music was going, the whole bit, I mean, it was a whole vibe, and all of a sudden, boom, I'm on the floor, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And my answer was, "Ow."
And don't judge us. Just listen. Damn, don't judge us.
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
Why
Yep,
do we miss people that we know damn well we are better off without? That's a good question.
that's a great question.
Like, I'm good, boo, emotionally, but it'd be like, why am I thinking about this person so much?
I don't know because I think it's something about, like, the time that you had together and some of the experiences and the memories were just you actually had some really good times. I mean, even though they turned out not being good for you, you could still have good times,
Is it
just not
is
not
it, could
not
it be like,
everybody's meant to be your long term or your forever. Not every situation is meant for that. So I
you know
just
what
think
I,
that go
you
ahead.
know what I also think though? Now
What?
that you mentioned that, before I forget, I think that sometimes we really miss the way we were. And we
Yeah.
think it's the actual person, but it's really how that person made us feel.
Yeah. That's true.
That's what I be thinking sometimes.
Mhm.
Why do we want what we can't have, but when we have it, we don't want it anymore?
That's a great question.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. I don't have a good answer to that question because I don't live I don't live my life like that, but I know that there has been times and there's been experiences where I've wanted something or I've wanted someone, but I quickly, realized that that was not the way to be. So I don't have that in my thought process anymore. So I don't really have a way to answer that question, but it is a good question.
I think the chase for some people is exciting, but in reality, is it really exciting? Because, like, let's say if they text me right now, I'm not responding, and they text and I respond in 2.5 seconds. Now, why did I just lie to myself like that? Like, I just said I'm not going to respond.
Mhm. But there
But
you go.
then, but there you go. Like, whew. Or why do we check the fridge like something magically is going to appear in there?
Because we bored and we don't feel like going to the store. We are bored and we don't feel like going to the
I
store. We're
be
like, if
doing
we,
that so much. Y'all don't be doing that. Like I
I'd be doing
really
that all
do.
the time, all the time. And I'm like, I'm just gonna run right quick and just grab just a couple of things, just a couple of things.
And why all of our bad decisions sound like a good idea at nighttime?
Because we tired. It's been a long day and we
You be
tired.
like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that is a great idea.
And it's not. That's why they say sleep on it and think about your decision. Sleep on it and see if you feel the same way in the morning when you wake up.
That late night confidence, y'all, is so dangerous.
It is.
Like, just take your ass to sleep, man. And like Brenda said, sleep on it. See if
Yep.
you feel
Sleep.
the same. See if
Sleep
you
on it.
feel the same in the morning.
Yep. See if you feel the same in the morning. Have that conversation with yourself. Do the whole bit. Write it down in your notes. See if you still feel the same.
I think our mind and our feelings don't always be on the same page. Like mentally, we know better, but emotionally, we still be catching up.
I agree with that. I think
And
that's
that
true.
think that doesn't make sense. Those are moments that where shit just don't make sense.
Hmm.
You have
Yep.
another question?
I do not have another question.
Okay. And I think I did. I wanted to say this one, but at the same time I wanted to hold it in because um some people stalk you but don't want to be seen stalking you. If you know what that means.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um and another one was we overthink small things but ignore the big red flags. That also makes no sense. I never understood that one. And stuff we swore we would never do, but somehow, some way, we did it anyway.
That's
I
big.
would never go back to my ex, for example. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right.
We be here like, I'm done. I'm serious. This time is over.
Right.
Don't talk to
This
me. Don't call
yep.
me. Don't text me. Don't
Yep.
look at my social media.
Yep.
I said I would never tolerate certain behaviors. And then I'm like, then you be like, maybe I just overreacted. And then, um, or I'm never gonna be like my mom. I mean, I'm never gonna be like how my mama was with me to my kids. But here I go, my kids calling me about food and getting them some DoorDash, and I'm like, we got food at home. Turn all the lights off. Turn all the lights off. Girl, my mom, she would say that we got food at home. Can't get nothing.
Mhm. That's my grandmother was big on that. Like when my sister and I used to go stay with her for, half of the summer and then we'd stay with our other grandparents, she was big on unplugging everything. I mean, unplugging stuff, turning the lights off. I mean, we really didn't couldn't really watch TV like that. I mean, we begged her like to go to the store and to like, get a pizza to make in the oven. Girl, she put the pizza in cheese side down. We were like, what in the world is going, like, you don't know how to make pizza? Like, grandma, like you never made a pizza? Oh my God, the pizza's ruined. I mean, yes. Yes.
Oh, my mama used to say, everything that you're doing to me, your kids, you gonna see when you have kids.
When you
Lord
have
Jesus.
kids, yep.
Oh my goodness. Pray, pray,
Mhm.
pray, pray, pray for your kids every day. Pray over your kids. Or the I'm not catching feelings. Or when y'all be saying, oh, I'm not wait, when a dude be like, no, we not gonna do this because, you know, you gonna catch feelings. Or when a woman say it, because she women do that too. I'm not doing this with you because you're gonna catch feelings and you're gonna get attached. No, I'm not. I know how to just keep it G, and we just gonna do this and keep it moving, baby. And 3 business days later, you're attached. Why you didn't call me? Where you at? Who you with?
Yes.
Where you going?
Mhm.
And don't say y'all don't do that, because you do.
Absolutely.
um I think the reason we end up doing the stuff we said we never do is because we really never understand something until we're actually doing it. So it's easy to judge from the outside, but when emotions get involved, it hits different.
Very
So,
much so.
yeah, if you ever said I would never, just know life gonna be like, watch this. So don't say never. I think that's a good one. Don't never say never.
Never say never because you never know where you're gonna wind up.
And I think that's it for tonight, you guys. You have anything last you want to say, Brenna?
No, just, remember the little things, remember to find the moments of joy, especially in these wild and crazy times. Remember
Wild
the
times.
memories, the good times, the laughs. Think about those moments because that'll make you laugh again. I mean, thinking about all these things when I was coming up with questions, for our podcast tonight, like really brought me back to some places. And I'm over here giggling to myself, and they're like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, I just remembered something and it was really funny. And I could explain it to you, but you probably wouldn't get it. But yeah, just, try to find the joy, even in these crazy times. Groceries crazy, gas is crazy, trying to travel anywhere is crazy. It's all just crazy. I mean, there's just lots and lots. So hopefully we were able to open up a little bit to you guys tonight and reveal a little bit more about us, some of our funny and embarrassing moments.
I know it was fun. We were here
Yeah.
for an hour, and I really do appreciate that you joined me today. We needed this live. It's been a lot going on in the world, like I was stating, and I see it. We see it. We know what's going on. Um, but we need to laugh sometimes, and we need to
Yeah.
have fun. Sometimes it's okay. It's okay. Nobody is gonna judge you, and nobody. Well, we're not.
Yeah.
We try not to judge people. Now we're not perfect. We're not gonna say that we always um walk in perfect, because we're not. None of us are. But we try not to judge people because it's so much going on. And not only that, but who wants to be judged, like being judged all day every day? Like, give me a
Right.
break. Nobody wants that
Exactly.
type of energy, especially right now. um my advice is to try to keep yourself uplifted as much as you can, especially in these times that we're living right now.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace out, and we
Peace
love
out,
you.
y'all. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.